I always refer to the drawing room as an oasis on Rush Street. There is a lot going on at street level. The whole purpose of a drawing room traditionally was a place where friends could gather and kind of just step away from the rest of the world, and that's what we try and do every day. You know, our food and our cocktails here really share equal billing. If you come down to dine, it's going to be hard to leave without having a cocktail, and the folks that come down to drink often end up getting some plates and sharing as well. Our bacon squared is something that chef is known for. It's a braised pork belly wrapped in bacon. You know, how can you go wrong? He does a steak frite with some truffle potatoes. He does a tempura avocado that's absolutely beautiful, and it's just playful and light. Everything has a little bit of a touch to it. We pair cocktails with the same principles as wine, except the difference is wine is in the bottle, the work's already been done. With the cocktails, there's endless ways to manipulate it. I can taste some of the food, see what chef's working on in the kitchen, and really customize it and dial it in down to the ounce. The best response that we can get is if you reorder the same cocktail twice, we know we've done it right.
So, Susan, you say that the drawing room is a true work of art. Tell us why you chose it.
I've been going there since they opened because I was interested in the trend several years ago of taking your time with your cocktails. And then I discovered that they really are a restaurant, which I don't think people always understand, but they have great seasonal food. They support all the local producers. They change their menu seasonally, and I find that I can go in there, I can select what I'd like to eat, and then have one of the bartender mixologists pair that with my dinner, which I think is really nice. But what makes them, I think, more unique than other places is even in their drinks, they make their own fruit purees. All their juices are going to be fresh. They make infusions. They really step it up, I think.
I find in a lot of mixology places there's this intimidation factor. It's almost like a little snootiness, you know. What is, did they make it approachable here at the drawing room?
I believe so, yeah. It kind of had clever names to them and kind of ingredients that I wanted to try. I mean, chocolate-flavored stuff, how could that not be invited, you know? The staff was very friendly, and if you had any questions, they were very knowledgeable about their drinks. But I really appreciated what they were doing there. They had some Colville whiskey, which is a local whiskey distillery, and they had a really good drink menu.
Jessica, what did you think?
We had a reservation at 9 o'clock. One thing that struck us right away was that the bar was incredibly busy, and so we knew that, that was sort of the draw. Once we were seated, the chairs were really comfortable. I really liked that.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Those are the worst chairs I ever sat in my life.
It just reminded me of my grandma's chair.
Was yours missing an arm?
Yeah.
All right, and then your cushion didn't just come sliding out after every few minutes?
Yeah, I found it to be like a couch. I don't know. I liked it. The food really didn't measure up to the price. I felt like the flavor wasn't there. I had bacon squared and the steak frites. My husband had the Amish chicken. We both kind of felt like if you're going to charge that much for the menu, then the flavor really needs to be there. But it was very apparent that people were there for the drinks.
Honestly, the food was a complete miss for me. The mushroom lasagna, I took a bite out of it and it was ice cold. And I wanted to find a menu. I'm like, was this supposed to be cold? Did I not read this? And then it was kind of lukewarm in the middle. I mean, the drinks were phenomenal. I think it was a bit of a conspiracy to give you your food a little bit slower to get you to put more drinks down your throat, because those were great.
Yeah. So you had the lasagna. What else did you have?
I had tempura avocado, which you can get at any Thai restaurant.
So
I passed on a lot of the food, to be honest with you.
So cocktail-wise, what did you order?
I had a Nooner, I had a Borkowski, and another one was called Cake or Death or something along those lines.
Those are three pretty strong cocktails.
Oh yeah, I mean they made Malort taste good, and that's not a very good liquor on its own, but they make it taste good. I'm telling you that. I don't know what they're doing. That guy's a magician back there. The drinks were phenomenal.
So, Susan, Jessica, and Marcus didn't really care for the food. I mean, what do you think happened here?
It's a more challenging menu. When I've had it, I tend to go earlier, like 7 o'clock. We usually can walk in, we can sit at the bar and eat at the bar.
And I imagine sitting at the bar, you get that real one-on-one interaction.
You get to watch them make the cocktails, which is nice.
Regular customers.
Right, I see the same people a lot when I'm there. I eat there a couple times a month. I do.
But
I usually get the fish, and I don't think anybody here had the fish.
It's interesting. The menu actually changes in conjunction with the cocktails, and the cocktails change
they
seasonally.
work together.
So, what are some of your favorite cocktails that you like to get there?
I go in and I pick what I'm going to have to eat, and then they'll match it. And actually, for dessert, I said, what can I have that's a single spirit for sort of a dessert drink? And they're like, vermouth. And I'm like, no way. Because to me, vermouth was like the bad part of a martini. I don't know. But they presented this wonderful vermouth that who would know it was almost like a port type thing. So they get me to try new things. So I don't always go in and just say, I'm going to have this drink. It's like, well, what goes with this? Or I'm feeling like summer. Or make me something that tastes like summer.
Yeah, they seem to know a neutralizer for all those kind of strange liquors, and it kind of comes together really well.
It's very balanced. I mean, I think their mantra there is everything should be well balanced.
So if you return this time, who would you take?
Any bachelor party, better go there. After 10, that's when it gets a little interesting.
Interesting as in?
As women, the typical women that hang out in that neighborhood start showing up.
I live in that neighborhood.
Well, maybe I'll see you there next time.
I would take girlfriends from out of town. I have a lot of friends that come into Chicago and they want to experience that. It's like the Sex and the City lounge type feel. I would totally take them there because, like I said, the bar was very busy and clearly is the draw. So I would take people there for drinks.
All right, Susan, you picked the drawing room. Sum it up for us.
Market fresh mixology, seasonal menus supporting local producers.
All right, and Jessica?
Take your girlfriends, go late at night, have lots of drinks, have fun. It's really comfortable and cozy for that.
All right, Marcus.
Definitely a good spot to end up at the middle of the night, after 10. So go for the drinks.
All right, well, you can try the creative cocktails and much more at the Drawing Room, 937 North Rush Street, 312-266-2694. They are open for dinner Tuesday through Saturday. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person is $50.